Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wolverines' offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Got it in the middle, it's Burks. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting the 1st down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Burns. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. It's blocked. The pressure got home.
Man, that guy came flying in off the right-hand side. He was able to easily block that punt. I'll tell you what, when you get blocked punts like that in special teams, those are the plays that can completely change the course of a game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. On the move to his left. And the sack all the way back at the 5. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Burns. He's right on target. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. He's going to pass. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I like the running back there on the route. The patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Burns. Quarterback moving. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offense.
And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Quarterback will audible. They think there's room to run to the right here.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hoffman. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Coming after it. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Burns. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Set to kick this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they could...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Clemens. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll run this play from the pistol. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field. It's Burns. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown LSU. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Michigan! Pulled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun, fighting off the defender. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Now on second down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Got it in the middle. It's Huffman. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Burns. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Wyoming took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Laramie. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Quick release on the RPO.
Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for his second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they took the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this team.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got
looking deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Burns. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan, 31, LSU.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, I'm the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass is intercepted. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. First down for this offense. To the air, it's Burns. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. For jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan 38, LSU 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Line getting set on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Great move. Now he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Steps away. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Burns. Using his legs to buy some time. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power ahead. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
45, LSU, 20.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And
he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ace the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now